Hey y'all, welcome back to Summertime Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Summer and this here is a July reading for Sun, Moon, Rising sign Capricorn. All right, Capricorn. So what I'm seeing for you is, so I feel like relationships is coming up here for y'all. Also I saw like a Care Bear. I think it's a Care Bear. It's like a teddy bear, but it was like pink and it had a little thing on its belly. That's a Care Bear, right? I think so. But also a turtle. Yeah, I saw a turtle. So with the turtle, that gives me patience, right? But I feel like, okay, when I saw the turtle, it looked to be stuck. So you may be feeling stuck. Yeah. But I also get with relationships here. For some of you, if you are in a relationship, you may be feeling, right, I'm gonna just be honest with what I saw. This is what I saw, okay? So I saw like this kind of like a fantasy relationship, and then it kind of was brought back to almost like you were dreaming about someone. Hey, I'm not saying that you like dream about somebody else when you're in a relationship, but what it gives me is you may be feeling like your partner isn't living up to your expectations, right? Almost like for some of you, right, for those of you who are coupled, you may be feeling or really wanting to reconnect with your partner as they were before. Does that make sense? And then if you aren't in a relationship, there may be somebody on your mind here that you can't get out of your head here. Or you just may be really wanting to be in a relationship. Okay? But with the Care Bear, man, I don't know. We're going to have to see what comes up here. But let's go ahead and see what cards want to come out for you, Capricorn. Whoa, all right. Alright, so bottom of the deck here we have Animal Guardian. Trust your instincts. Yeah, so some of you may be wanting to make some kind of move here. Be it to do with a dream or a goal or a relationship. Whatever, however it's showing up for you here. But let's see. Like you may be a little bit scared here. There may be a little bit of fear about making this move. But it's like you're being called to get focused here. And to really commit yourself to whatever it is you're trying to do. All right, to keep your focus, to continue to move forward. All right, but I feel like with this snake showing up, what's needed for this move that you're trying to make here is for you to, as it says, shed old skin, to let go of old ways of thinking, old ways of showing up for yourself, for others, and to really tap into this person that you're trying to become, right? Rather than okay, because it's giving me like you may be focusing on either who it is you were or who it is you think you should be. And I feel like rather than doing that, what's like you're kind of being guided to do is to really to tap into this person that you see yourself becoming, right? What does that person feel like? What do they look like? How do they act? How do they behave? And to really focus on aligning yourself to that, right? But let's go ahead. Let's clarify here. Let's clarify. I want to clarify. Let's clarify spirit thoughts. Like, it's like you're second guessing yourself here. Second guessing yourself. Yeah, it's like, whoa. It's time for you to really start appreciating. Wait a minute. The little things. Be it about yourself, about your current situation, about your relationship, right? Because we do have the Two of Cups showing up. But, and the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's like you may be focusing a lot on what it is you don't have, what it is that isn't working. And it's time for you to really get focused on what is working, what you do have, so that you can start to see that grow and improve. Right? If you feel like you're stuck in a rut, it may be time to spice things up a little bit. Right? With the snake, shed old skin. You may be a bit stubborn here, and I feel like it's important that you like start asking people for help, or like, you know, what's coming to my mind is like you may see someone doing something, or doing something, and you want to do it, but you may not want to ask them, right? Okay, how did you do that, or where did you get that? You know, it's time to let that go, I feel like. Okay, let's see. Let's look at the air garden. Yeah, it's like time for you to get back into a space of like discovery, of really wanting to learn and to expand your mind, to improve yourself. Right? Because you may have gotten into this space of feeling like you know it all, or you're always right, or something like that. But it's like with the sage is always learning, it's always improving. There's always more to learn. There's always more to improve about yourself, about, you know, things. It doesn't mean that you kind of get into this space where it's like, oh, everything sucks. No, it's just like, yeah, I see that this isn't working, but that just gives me something to improve. That just gives me something to learn. That gives me something to do. But let's look at the High Priestess. All right. So it's like, okay, You may be feeling like a lot of things in your life are kind of barren. That's the word. That's a good word, man. Are like barren. They aren't bearing fruit. And I feel like that's kind of a reflection of what it is that you feel on the inside about yourself, about, you know, it's a projection here. And so it's time that you focus your attention inward rather than focusing all of your attention on everything that you feel is going wrong, right? Rather than focusing on your environment, to really focus inward on your own healing, on your own improvement. Right? Because I feel like you may be stuck in like one way of being, one way of seeing things, one way of doing things, right? Going back to what I was saying about you may be a bit stubborn here. And it's time to shake things up a bit. Yeah. And for those of you where this is kind of showing up in your relationships, you may, like you may be wanting to control your partner. You may like kind of see things differently from them, or just be different from them, and like almost to the point where it's like, okay, I see that they're doing this, and you want to kind of like correct them or change them or something like that. And it's like, no, right? Stop focusing on what's outside of you, right? Because that's not really the problem. The problem is what's going on within you, right? What's going on within you is, you know, you have emotions and stuff that's coming up that need to be dealt with. And it's showing you the areas within yourself and within your life that may need a little bit of healing. Okay, but let's see. What's the message here for Capricorn? Yeah. But also it's like, it's time for you to move outside of your comfort zone. Right? You may be seeing a lot of the same old because you aren't changing within yourself. You aren't doing things differently. Does that make sense? It's like, okay, how do I explain what it is? Say you know, everybody has patterns. Everybody has, a way of doing things. So say you wake up every day and you get up and you make 2 fried eggs, and then you go to work exactly at, 7:30 or something, and then you get home and you take a shower, you watch TV, and then you go to sleep, and then you wake up the next day and do it all over again, right? So if you live like that every day, you can kind of get into a rut. You can kind of feel like things aren't changing, that you aren't moving forward, that you aren't progressing. And it's because you're kind of doing the same thing over and over again. So it just may be you need a change in environment. You need a change in your patterns, the things that you're doing, the people that you're associating with. Yeah. Okay, but let's see. What's the message here for Capricorn? Excuse me. All right, bottom of the deck here we have Ace of Wands. Yeah. For some of you here with this Ten of Wands, you're holding on to a lot of old stuff. And you may not be seeing your role in how things are currently playing out in your life. Right? You could be placing a lot of blame on your environment, your circumstance, the people around you, people in your past. And so the message here is really to hold yourself accountable. To really, like, as they say, you know, take your power back, man. Rather than placing blame outside of yourself, really focus inward and see where it is that you may be going wrong, what it is that you may be doing that's holding you up, that's keeping you kind of hostage in this space that you know, it seems to me, right, you're kind of unhappy here with this Four of Cups. And to take this as an opportunity to make changes for yourself for the better, right? Not that I'm saying, oh, you're a terrible person and you just keep making mistakes. No, that's not what I'm saying, man. What I'm saying here is everything that's going on is within your control. You can change things, but you have to first, one, want to change, and then hold yourself accountable for this change, for the changes that you're trying to make, right? Which means you have to let go of certain things, certain beliefs, certain habits, certain people, certain mindsets, because they're weighing you down. They're keeping you in this space that you want to move out of. You know what I mean? So it's like, one, what is it that you want? Two, what's in the way of you getting what it is that you want? And three, what are you going to do about it? Okay, but let's see. Let's pull some cards. Let's see what aspect of your shadow may be rearing its head in July and how you can best work with it. All right. And then we're going to close this out with a card for advice. All right, bottom of the deck here we have perchance to dream. Okay, in your card you have bride in a cage. Look, we were just talking about like being stuck here. Okay. Yeah. So I feel like there may be some emotions here that, yeah, definitely. It's right here. Some emotions here that you're holding on to, that you haven't completely processed and healed and released. And because of that, you may be staying in certain situations or certain environments because in some way it helps you to feel safe. Even though you may be unhappy, even though it may not be what's best for you. Okay, but let's go ahead and read. Let's read from the book here. For bride in a cage. It says, when we put the good of our life just in our expectations, we can dismiss the present, waiting for the dawn we know will arrive. The future becomes a shopping cart. It needs a bit of this, a bit of that, a few kilograms of that, and also a couple of boxes of another this. When we look at it, it shines like a brand new day in a commercial, and as it happens with commercials, when the future comes, it's not exactly perfect. The smile is forced, the day is too hot or too cold, the kiss is dry, the lion limps softly and doesn't roar. As long as something is not here, but is pushed further along the timeline, we have the luxury to take it off of reality and treat it as a fantasy. We push forward and we push forward until we actually catch up with our dream, and then we crush. Or crash. The future should not feel like a cage. Not even a gilded, wonderful, handmade designer cage. The future is a tree. Gnarled, rough to the touch, full of flowers only in spring, dense and damp through the rain, absolutely imperfect. Yeah. So I feel like in the month of July, you may be dealing with, as it says, expectations here. Your expectations for yourself, your expectations for other people, really wanting things to be perfect, needing things to be perfect. But I feel like this is kind of showing up for you in relation to other people, right? You may be wanting other people or your life to be a certain way in order for you to be happy, in order for you to feel loved, in order for you to feel like things are working out for your good. And it's important here that you be present, as it says, right? To be present, to let go of expectations, to let go of your idea of what people or life is supposed to be or look like, and allow it to just be. Okay? To be what it is. It is what it is, you feel me? Don't mean it's wrong or it's right. Just is what it is. Okay, but let's close this out with a card for advice for Capricorn. Alright, because I feel like in focusing on what it is that you expect things to be, it closes you off from reality, which makes it feel like your life is out of your control, which then makes you want to control things even more, right? So I feel like in order to move away from that kind of controlling aspect of yourself, you have to accept things and people as they are, right? And then once you're able to see the reality of certain situations, of certain relationships, of certain people, then, right, you get your power back, because then you get to choose, okay, this is either for me or it's not. Right? But if you're focusing on your expectations, or even the what's the word? Wow. The potential of something, right? Then you're not looking at the reality. Sorry about that, Capricorn. I didn't realize that the video got cut off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull some cards of advice for you here. I think I was talking about basically like seeing the potential of something. And so rather than focusing on like, your expectations or the potential for what could happen, be it good or bad, it's like important that you focus on, right, the reality of things, so that you can really see the truth, which will then enable you to see your next move, to see what is best for you going forward, right? But let's go ahead and pull some cards for advice or card, right? Okay, so we have take a moment here, short in reverse. All right, bottom of the deck, we have hello from heaven. Your loved ones in the spirit world want to connect with you as much as you want to connect with them. They know you've been thinking of them, and they're sending you signs and symbols to show you how much they love you and to prove they're with you at this time. Okay, then we have self-love. Now is the time to love, nurture, and heal yourself. Self-love is not simply a state of mind about feeling good. It's a state of appreciation for yourself that grows and matures from actions you take to support your body, mind, and soul. Trust. While your logical mind is dictating a supposedly clear direction, your soul's inner guidance is urging you to follow an alternative path. The logical path may be one that you consider safe and more familiar, but you could be missing out on boundless opportunities and so much more. And then we have a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Yeah, for those of you who may have a mother who has passed on, right? She's showing up in this reading to show that she's present and like with you and helping you, supporting you, guiding you, right? Showing up in signs, synchronicities, right? But you may be having a hard time trusting your intuition, seeing, okay, right? Because you may be getting a lot of synchronicities, but you may be, hey, no judgment. You may be missing the deeper meaning. Right? You may be seeing a lot of what you want to see or what you kind of lot, right? With this logical here, what your logical mind tells you is right. And it's important that you really connect with your intuition here so that you can see the truth of the matter, the truth of the situation. Right? And for most of you, I feel like that in order to do so, you're going to have to open up here. There's some things that are within your within your heart chakra that may be kind of weighing down on you and making it hard for you to open up to these intuitive messages, these synchronicities, these signs, and to really see them truthfully and honestly, right? So there's some heart chakra work that maybe need to be done here, right? Some healing from some past wounds, some past traumas, yeah, that are making it could be making it hard for, right? These past wounds, these past traumas could be making, oh my gosh, I'm sorry, could be making it hard for you to connect with your body. And I feel like, especially if you're like a female, right, your intuition is kind of not really kind of, this is just my opinion, you could take it or leave it, right? But if you're a female, your intuition is very much connected to your body. Right? Think about it, like your moon cycle, right? You're connected to the moon. As a female, like you're very much earthy, right? But you may be relying a lot on your intuition, on your mental, on your mind. And you could be detaching from your body, which may be making it hard for you to connect to your intuition. And so there's some healing here around like your body or, any kind of physical trauma that you may be holding on to. Right? So I feel like it's important that you focus on releasing those things, letting them go so that you can see more clearly. And you can open up to greater possibilities, greater things in the present and in the future. Yeah, because you may be stuck on like something from the past that could be showing up for you and making it hard for you to open up here. Okay. But that's all I have for you, Capricorn. Hopefully this helped you in some way. If it did, be sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, be sure to head to the description box below for the link to summertimetarot.com to book that. All right, but I truly appreciate you and hope to see you soon. Peace out.